I must start off this review with a huge, huge shout out to Keanu. I mean, despite the misguided moves he often does, you have to give him his props. He is the only one of the newbies that is playing this game. He hasn't hidden behind anyone. He's forever the biggest target. He's been backstabbed by everyone in the house. He's repeatedly on the block and has boldly, very early on in the game, stated that he was going to pick them all off one by one. And still he remains. He is Big Brother and should join the ranks of Big Brother legend. I thought that luggage cart for sure would have been a deterrent for him given his size, but he made short work out of that comp. Now on to the negative about Keanu. I am amazed how Keanu continues to be delusional concerning the house guests. Why on earth would he ever trust Ashley or Morgan? They have both consistently wanted him out of the house from early on. Keanu did give me hope in the beginning that he was finally getting a clue concerning his status with the other house guests when he acknowledged that his trust in everyone had been betrayed every single time. But then what does he do? He turns around and trusts Ashley and Morgan of all people. Why, Keanu? Why? Listen, Lauren has always been one of my favorites in the house, but putting Keanu on the block was a suicide move. Her reason for putting him up was that it would be good on her resume. Girl, there is no resume if you're evicted out of the house. No one from the Judges Alliance wants her around, and she does not have a game with any of them in that alliance. Really, she has no game with any of the house guests. Keanu was a guaranteed support for her. Keanu kept her safe on his HOH run. Why wouldn't she reciprocate that? She has no one, and I repeat, no one in that house on her side because you can't count on the Weasel events. The best strategy for Lauren's game would have been to create a secret final two with Keanu. And here's why. He is always a target, but a target that has staying power and is a comp beast. And if she's with him for the final two, she's a guaranteed win. And that is the way her thoughts should have gone. It was the best strategy for her game and longevity in the house. If you think about it, it would be the best strategy for any of the house guests at this point in the game. Morgan needs to find a boyfriend. Then maybe she would begin to focus on the game. Because first it was Zach, and now it's Vince. And both times, the Bayou Babe Lauren has captured their devotion over Morgan, which has turned Morgan green with envy. And for Morgan to say Lauren is leaning or playing Vince's game is hypocritical. Is she not doing the same thing? And to say she would never backstab Vince, did she forget what she did to Zach? She could have given him her vote, but instead, after learning he put himself in jeopardy for her, she didn't even repay the favor. I mean, it would not have hurt her game at all, but would have shown appreciation for his gesture. Talk about selective memory. And I am completely baffled as to why Ashley would start crying when she was on the block. Isn't she the one who talks a lot of trash about others? You can dish it out but can't take it, huh, Ashley? She is just getting a free ride in the house. I mean, she can't win anything and has no game at all. And then let's talk about Will's exit. Again, with the uncontrollable tears with these house guests. Enough tears have been shed to flood the entire house 3 times over. Well, it's going to be an interesting game the remainder of the time in the house because it appears that Ava, Morgan, Vince, and Ashley will continue to flow through. Will, in his exit interview with Julie, stated that Vince can convince anyone of anything. Really? I beg to differ. It's easy for Vince because this batch of house guests, I'm sorry to say, but they are all weak players. They all know he's in everyone's ear and saying anything to everyone, but yet they continue to keep him around. That's weak, weak, weak. He should have been evicted a long time ago. So I do believe Lauren will definitely be on the block, regardless of who wins the next HOH. If Keanu doesn't win HOH, it may be a perfect time to evict him with a double eviction next week. And my guess is that Lauren will definitely be one of those evicted. I think it's pretty hard to say who would be the other evictee, as it will be based on who wins the HOH. And at this point in the game, it should be everyone for himself. No one should be playing the game for anybody else. The best that they could do would have a final two. But like I said, if Keanu doesn't win, it may be him on the block and going home in this double eviction. I do hope that Keanu becomes America's choice for favorite player this season because, like him or not, he has made this season of Big Brother very interesting to watch. And I'm really rooting for him to take the win. Well, until next Wednesday, it's Paprika out.